Hello everybody and welcome back to the Analytical Lion. I'm Josh Davis. As always, thanks for joining me. So glad to be back. College football is here in a couple of weeks. Today I'm just wanting to do a fun video, get things rolling again, get the season rolling again. Top 5 loudest moments in Beaver Stadium that I have seen, which is since 2021. Let's get right into it. I've seen some incredible moments in Beaver Stadium. I've seen some tough moments in Beaver Stadium for sure throughout the end of the James Franklin era. But starting at 5, 4th down goal line stand to beat Auburn in 2021.
This game has been a thriller, and now it comes down to this. What's Mike Bobo going to call in this 4th down play?
He's going to put the ball in the hands of his quarterback and let him read and either hand it off to Tank Bigsby if it looks good in the box, or pull it and get him on the edge with the ability to run or throw. Give him lots of options because of his ability to make plays.
Nix, fade, no chance. 2 men tangled up, no flag. Brisker was defending Hudson. And the Lions make a stand with 3:08 to play.
I don't really like the call. I don't understand the call.
Whiteout against an SEC team is always special. Very rare to have an SEC team coming up at the beginning of the season for a massive ranked game. And this was the defining moment, the winning moment of the game for Penn State. Number 4, Zion Tracy, pick 6 against Ohio State in 2024. This one's at the beginning of the game, but what a moment. It sure seemed like this was the play that Penn State had been looking for ever since the 2016 win, where this was the defining play that would propel Penn State to win. Ultimately, obviously, it didn't, and Penn State came up short in a close loss against the Buckeyes.
Ryan Day was 1 of 10 last week on 3rd down, and they desperately wanted to avoid this, Gus. An early 3rd down with this crowd getting ready to erupt.
3rd down and 5 at the 30. But remember, Ohio State has a young man in Jeremiah Smith, a freshman that is spectacular. Number 4 on 3rd and 5. Howard will throw it underneath. Oh, it's picked off down the sideline. Unbelievable touchdown, Penn State. Zion Tracy.
Number 3, Week 1, Drew Allar to KLS, 72-yard touchdown pass to start the season against West Virginia in 2023.
Expected to be stars as they were as freshmen. Running behind a great offensive line. 1st down throw for Allar. Steps up in the pocket. Fires on the run. Keandre Lambert-Smith is gone. Welcome to the Drew Allar era. It's a Penn State touchdown. .72 yards.
This moment kind of was everything built up from the offseason of the start of the Drew Allar era, from West Virginia fans taunting and trolling Penn State fans all through the offseason and hyping up that game. It was the helmet stripe game. I can't remember if that was the first ever helmet stripe game. It might have been, but it was a near whiteout environment for that game. Beautiful sunset in the background as the night game started, and that moment, one of the most electric moments I've ever seen in Beaver Stadium. At number 2, the playoff whiteout, Tony Rojos pick 6 against SMU in 2024.
2nd and 16.
That pass coming in a little bit hot for Roderick Daniels.
Volume.
The volume is on 100 right now at Penn State. The Mustangs have to burn a timeout. Back in Happy Valley, and every single time, guys, that Kevin Jennings, the SMU quarterback, puts his hands over his ears, all it does is cue this Nittany-Lion crowd. He's got to be careful with his hands, because the moment he shows he can't hear, it gets louder and louder. Quint, what do you have?
And he's used to a home stadium that seats 32,000 fans in Dallas. You could take 3 Gerald Ford stadiums and sit him here in Beaver Stadium.
Jennings on the move, throws another pick, intercepted. Rojos still on his feet. Rojos rolling. Touchdown Penn State.
We had the interception from Dom DeLuca earlier in the game, but this one was even more special from the long play, the build-up to him finally getting into the end zone and escaping that last defender. And with how loud it was in that stadium, my goodness, December football had never been more hot in that moment right there. And then the number one loudest moment that I've ever seen in Beaver Stadium.
Still impact the play. It's an awesome job by Tangelo, just having vision on McNamara.
Tangelo and Ebiketie, both transfers. Brent Pry was saying, thank goodness we have them. Tangelo came from Duke, Ebiketie from Temple as grad transfers. 3rd down and 11. McNamara taken down. The ball is out. Ebiketie sacked him, and it is Penn State ball.
Ebiketie just off the left edge outside of Ryan Hayes. Sack fumble. And there's bodies going down at the ball. Is it Tangelo that recovers it?
Those 2 transfers we were just talking about, who Brent Pry said, thank goodness we got them. Ebiketie the strip and Tangelo the recovery. And no question, that was a fumble. The defense ruling.
It was in yet another loss, but it was the strip sack on Cade McNamara against Michigan in 2021. My goodness, what a play from that Penn State defense. And a game where there was very little going on. The Penn State offense had just started making some plays in that game, but overall it was a snowy, wet, cold game, and there was not much going on for fans to cheer about. And then this happened, just an explosion of noise in the one thing that Penn State fans love the most, a good sack. And this one happened against Cade McNamara. He had some tough moments in Beaver Stadium. This one definitely the toughest. Of course, the cheating Wolverines ended up getting the Eric All touchdown to propel them to victory in this game. But despite that, despite the loss, this is the loudest moment I have ever been a part of in Beaver Stadium. And several other people that I've talked to about that moment all agree with me. So, some other interesting moments in Beaver Stadium, some honorable mentions, of course. Everyone remembers the Michigan timeout first play, but in the 2022 whiteout game against Minnesota, the Gophers committed a false start on their first offensive snap. Penn State did have a 3-and-out to open the game, though, so it wasn't quite as magical as that special moment from 2019. In 2024, in a revenge game against Illinois, A.J. Harris had a late fourth quarter pick six to seal the game, but it was called back to an unnecessary block in the back by Zion Tracy. Regardless, the whiteout energy from this moment was legendary. And then last year, in 2025, despite the season falling apart and Franklin getting fired, there were a few moments late in the Oregon game where things seemed to be going pretty darn well. Devontae Ross's last-minute, game-tying touchdown was absolutely electric and an explosive burst of noise in Beaver Stadium. I still wish James Franklin had had the balls to go for two after this one, but the rest is history. And then a couple moments that I wasn't there for, some honorable mentions before my time. I wasn't there for the Derek Williams punt return in 2007 versus Notre Dame. I would have been a little kid then, but that, of course, old-timers say that that's one of the best moments in Penn State history in Beaver Stadium. I think that was the first whiteout, if I'm not mistaken. I was not there for the Allen Robinson catch against Michigan in 2013 that Penn State ended up winning in several overtimes, a legendary moment in modern Penn State history. I wasn't there for the Grant Haley kick six to beat Ohio State in 2016. Of course, if you were there, that's probably your favorite moment. I unfortunately wasn't, but my goodness, that is up there with the best moments in Penn State history. And then I wasn't there for the Mo Bamba timeout first play against Michigan in 2019. That's probably the loudest moment in Penn State history, but I wouldn't know. And I've just seen the clip a million times on YouTube, just like most of you have. So I'm excited to create some more of these in Beaver Stadium this season. Make sure to get your tickets. Hopefully the whiteout gets announced against USC soon. I really hope it's not against one of the other bum teams we play later this year. USC definitely should be the whiteout. The stripe out was announced for Marshall, so that'll be a ton of fun. Next week, I'll be starting up the show, full shows again. I'll be doing a full preview on Penn State football and the rest of college football the week after that. So the analytical line is back, ready to cover Penn State football, ready for you all season long. As always, thanks for joining me. See you on the next one, and go Nittany Lions.